Long time no see. It's been incredibly busy in the garden the last week. I made a video of a month or so back about how April was kind of busy. Bro, May is May is literally a job, bro. So like half a kind of not really. I'm joking, but it is a lot of work. So just a few cool things that are happening right now. Got loads of strawberries that are kind of maturing a little bit. Like this one over here as well, a little bit red already. You got some of these blueberries right here. Yeah, like that. They're really cool. Like, look, yeah, that's better. Look at that. These are not edible at all yet, right? They're green, but there are loads of these cool, like over here as well. Loads of blueberries on this plant, and also this other plant. Not a lot, but like 10 maybe. Now on the raspberry plant, this is really cool. You got this, a miniature raspberry. Look at that. That's neat. That's really cool. Now, something that I've made with my mint is just like you grab like two or so, maybe even three of these like mint shoes, like one of these whole things, right? One of these whole things, okay? Like not just a few leaves, but like this whole entire stem. You pick it, you do the leaves off, and you make a tea out of it. It's kind of cool. It's like one of the coolest things, like one of the easiest things I would say that you can do pretty much every day, or maybe like a few times a week, pretty easily, right? You don't need to have a ton of fruit bushes to eat fruit every day of like summer, right? But this, you just need one, or maybe if you drink a lot of tea, two of these mint bushes, and you can eat them like every single day, or maybe a few times a week, right? Drink them, yeah, every morning maybe, enjoying like eating or like drinking your fruits of labor, right? Now the peas are going pretty good as well. Like, look at this. There are loads of peas here, just showing off basically right now, but like loads of peas in it. Like you can't even see it, right? So there are a lot of these shelling peas. That's just not big enough really to really eat, or like many enough to eat. But there are a few of these sugar snap peas, which you can just bake in some kind of pan, and then you can eat them. Like, you don't need maybe like 20 of them or so. You can just eat 2 of them, right? Like mix them up with a little bit. Well, it's a lot of sun. Okay, mix them up with a little bit of maybe bell peppers, or it really doesn't matter, and it's kind of tasty, right? Now, this is kind of cool. We got a load, not even half of them, probably like a little bit more than half of them, of the squash. Okay, so I will just go from left to right, yeah. So this is where we left off, right? We planted loads of these, currently flowering as well. What's it called again? Yeah, like these garden peas. No, not garden peas, like garden beans, like the fava beans, or the broad beans. And then we left off planting loads of these peas right here. These are sugar snaps, and I've planted a few of these shelling peas behind them, just not as mature yet. Then what I did is I planted, sticked a bamboo stick here, so that these peas could eventually climb on here. Now, the stick has only been there for a few days, so really they're not climbing yet, but soon enough they will probably climb this stuff up and should become huge, right? Now, right here, we got, under the staircase, we got some cucumbers. We got 2 cucumber plants, like that you can see right here. And can you see them? Yeah, probably. So these 2 cucumber plants are intended to climb up this staircase. I'll make a path free so we can like walk down there, right? But they will climb up these and this, right? And then these cucumbers will just be kind of hanging and be able to pick them right as you go down the staircase, right? So basically, you walk down here in the garden, you go down here on the staircase, you can pick a cucumber as you like, you can snack on them, pretty cool, right? Now, I also transplanted, because I started them myself from seed, some squash, like some winter squash, right? Like some pumpkins. So these guys, now they're of a weird variety, which is like really tiny pumpkins, and I thought, why not guide the pumpkin plants and the pumpkins up this bamboo stick, so that these pumpkins and all these leaves and all of that pumpkin foliage and plant can just hang on the stick, or even go up here and go at this metal thing. Metal thing. And just, save a lot of room, which then will allow me to put another pumpkin plant really close, like for example over here, because then this pumpkin plant is gonna go over like in the grass, like I did in my previous year of gardening, and then this pumpkin plant will go up instead of on the grass, so that this kind of cool system appears where where we save a lot of room, let's say. No, not let's say, bro. One pumpkin plants go up, like two right now, go up, and then two go down, which then saves a lot of room and will just make me have more pumpkin plants. Now, over here, we meant to get some melons. Now, I can show them right now. I will show them in a little bit. But yeah, they're gonna be really cool. They're gonna be like these tiny little melons, and they're gonna be really nice, I think, if they work, right? Now, right here, I've planted some squash. Yeah, or like squash / zucchini, depends on what you call them, okay? So this is like the normal squash or zucchini, and over here we got the yellow squash or zucchini. Now over here I'm also gonna put another pumpkin plant, because I just love pumpkins, you know what I mean? Like, pumpkins are just the goat. Or I have an obsession with pumpkins. That could also be the case, you know. Now right here, I've transplanted actually some lettuce. So these are like little like Roman type lettuces. And right here, I transplanted some like big heads of lettuce. That would be like your big heads of lettuce like you buy in the store, right? Also, over here, some random potato just like existed, right? So last year I planted here some potatoes. I didn't end up picking all of them, I guess. So now one potato plant is just like grown here. Kind of cool. I might keep it, I might not. Depends on what mood I am in when I decide to do that, right? I also planted some chard and some lettuce. No, not some lettuce. Chard and spinach. Yeah, spinach. So they're not out yet, so I'm not able to show it really. But yeah, kind of cool. They're gonna be really nice to eat later. Now right here in this bed, we got nice cool garlic plants, 2 rows of them right here. I also got a few of these guys. Yeah, these are carrots. And right here, right here, these things, I don't know if you can see them, but yeah, these things. These are little spring onion seedlings, so they're also over here. Also, we got one, because the rest just didn't germinate and I just resowed them, but like, we got one, I think it's a yellow beet. Yeah, it's a yellow beet seedling right here. It's a yellow beet, like a golden beet. It's kind of cool. Like, I would love to eat that, because they say that, I don't think I've actually eaten a beet yet, but they say that beets kind of taste like, for some people, a bit more like dirt, like not that nice to eat, right? But then the golden beets kind of delete that flavor so that it make it a lot more sweet or something like that, right? So I'm really excited to try that out. Over here we've got these not pumpkins, potatoes. Not doing that great. Not doing as great as I would like, but I'm gonna plant a lot more over here. It's just not done yet. But yeah, that's for another day, maybe this weekend or something like that. Now, this thing, we got this big container with seemingly, currently at least, nothing in it. But right here and right there, and right in the middle, I've planted beans. Gonna be really cool. And in the same bed over here, in between the rows, I've also planted some radishes, which is kind of like, I like radishes a lot. I want to eat a lot more of them this year, because last year we had a lot of them for like a few weeks, but after that they kind of just vanished. So right now, this year, I want to have a lot more of them continually throughout the year, so I can make like pastos around lettuces, right? Like you can use the lettuce leaves, not lettuces, the radish leaves to make pesto. Kind of cool. So you don't need to have like some other thing. What do you make pesto of? I don't know. But you can just make pesto out of radish leaves. You can also eat the radishes. Like you can make pesto and then eat the radishes with the pesto. Kind of, it delicious, right? So right now we're in the greenhouse. We got some cool. Whoa! Don't fall. We got some cool tomatoes going on over here as well. Over here too. Over here as well. So we got some sweeties with sweetie. I think the variety is called, and it's like a cherry type tomato. These are these guys. We also got, what's it, Saint-Pierre or something like that, something in French, which will give you these beefsteak like potatoes, right? Like these big guys, which you can just chop into pieces and use for like, I don't know, like salads, or maybe in the kitchen, like when you're using it, making an actual lunch or something like that, or like a dinner, right? Now, over here, we've also got the peppers, which are doing pretty good actually. Probably gonna need to transplant them pretty soon. Like these guys are doing really nice. They're doing really nice. Actually, how hot is it in here? Currently, it's probably not gonna be that hot. Yeah, 25, 26. But it's like 6, right? So it's like pretty hot for the time of day. Also, it's in a greenhouse, so really, it's kind of cheating. Now, this is the melon I've been talking about. The melon plant, really cool. I got 3 of them. Also, right here, I've got a little bit too leggy pea shoots. Not the most ideal seedlings, but yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do, right? I also have some, the fava beans. Yeah, the fava garden or broad beans, depends on how you call them. Down there as seedlings. Now, something that I haven't done last year, and it's actually pretty big. It are flowers, because flowers can actually really be helpful. Like if you plant flowers. How would I say that? If you plant flowers, the bees are gonna be like interested in your property, right, in your garden, way before that like squashes or peas. No, actually peas are already blooming like a lot, but like if you plant them close to something like squash or beans or maybe even tomatoes, right, you can kind of lure or guide the bees and the ladybugs and all of these like pollinators and the birds and these things and the butterflies to your garden. And then when the squash flowers and these like beautiful pumpkin flowers or like zucchini flowers or cucumber flowers, these flowers bloom. The bees are already going to be there. They're just pretty much make sure that almost 100% of your flowers that the plants are gonna produce are gonna get pollinated, which is really nice if you do not use giant varieties. Because last year I grew giant squash, kind of like giant squash, right? Like the Olympic squash, not like the real Olympic squash, but like the yellow giant, or like these kind of gianty names. And really, from these plants, you might be able to get like two pumpkins, whilst from something like a butternut, I got like 5 per plant, right? Maybe even more, 10 per plant, which is a lot better, because like 10 butternuts is a lot better than 2 like Olympic giants, right? So use these miniature plants, like these more mini pumpkins. I wouldn't say use mini squash or use mini cucumbers, but like use normal sized ones. Do not go use like big zucchini or like big cucumber, because you will get big cucumbers, I'm sure, right? But you will just get less, right? So you might get 2 cucumbers instead of like 10, 20, right? I don't know how many cucumbers you really get usually, because I haven't planted them yet. Yeah, that's really cool. Also, I could be talking for this like for hours straight, bro. But I will keep it. I will end it in a few minutes. I also planted some cauliflower, some more cabbage, some more sunflowers actually, because that's gonna be really neat. Like having all these squashes kind of like crawling there, climbing up certain things and stuff, all that cool stuff. And then you're gonna see like a sunflower just poking through there with this big flower thing, you know. It's gonna be kind of cool. I also planted some basil. I also planted some, oh yeah, that's really cool, some sugar, what's it called? Sugar corn. Yeah, some sugar corn. You got like popcorn, you got like all types of different corn, but sugar corn is mainly the one you plant in your garden, because you can actually like eat it without processing it, right? As in, you don't need to like pop it, right? You can just boil it or something like that, but you don't need to like process it in weird ways. But yeah, that's basically it for this week, 2 weeks, don't know. Yeah, I'll probably make a video next week, because like loads of things are going to be sprouting right then. Maybe in 2 weeks. Yeah, this week. I will say this week I'm going to make another video next week, Monday or something like that, and show what already has sprouted, show what already is kind of like blooming, maybe the first blueberries being picked, the first, maybe, oh yeah, actually, the even more things are going to be planted in the squash bed, because I'm going to go back to the garden center to buy even more squashes. But yeah, it already has been a long one. Lots of things that we had to unpack today. But yeah, May is really exciting. May is a make or break point of the year, and it really is. If in May you miss your squash plantings, if in May you miss planting your, I don't know, like your cool things, right? If you in May you miss, oh my god, you miss all these cool things, then it's just kind of over, bro. Because May is the month. And if you don't make May the best month, the month that you go the most to the garden center, spend the most time actually walking in the garden, then you just kind of set up for failure. May is the month, alright? Not that other stuff really take it down, because May is the most important part of the year. Okay. See you next one. Bye.